All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live preview again. I know. I'll explain why very soon. I'll just wait for more people to come in. I'll move my microphone a little bit closer. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm just going to quickly scooch over here and get my phone because I need things, basically. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live preview, everybody. Hello, Glimpse. Hello, Lucas. Hello, FIFA Gone, and hello, Mason. How you doing, my friend? I'm just this. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, there we go. Richie score against his old club. Maybe. Will he play? Right. So we'll get on to why this has occurred. Basically, anytime I don't have time, because there's going to be a lot of times this year where I don't have time to do a full, proper preview, because year 11 now, that brings exams, that brings a hell of a lot of homework, and that also brings a lot of responsibility around school, which meant I had to do something up until 7:30 last night. Which meant I couldn't do a preview, basically. So it's going to be live instead, but things are a little bit more smooth than they were last time. I really hope we can get a win. And where's the podcast? Great question, Mason. Ethan dependent, and Ethan's quite busy at the moment. Anyway, we will get cracking with team news. Honeyman has done his groin. Huddleston has done his hamstring. McGuinness and Williams, unknown injuries. They remain out until after the international break. Louis Coyle is 7, a one-match ban for 2 yellow cards versus Blackpool. That's all there is. That means Josh Emmanuel is going to get a game. Grant McCann has confirmed that. So, yeah, that's it. Honeyman, Huddleston, McGuinness should all be back for Huddersfield. Randall Williams, I'll just double check. Randall Williams was in full training yesterday and today. However, unlikely that he'll be back in time for this one, so he will also be back fit for the international break. Eves to start. How am I doing? I'm doing well, Max. Up the Mighty Tigers. Microphone's a bit glitchy. Right, hold on. I'm just going to mute. Microphone will be muted just while I check the audio. In which case, if it's all right, I'll change some settings. Back in just a sec. Good stuff, Max. Okay, I've had a little listen. It doesn't seem as though it's a problem on general stuff. I'll just check again now that I'm talking a little bit more. Okay, I see it now. I see the glitchiness. I'll just move my microphone a little bit further away. Is that any better? Let me know. But Max wearing an inflatable tiger costume to his half marathon today because the city is fantastic. Love all that. Love all of that stuff. Anyway, so that's team news. And now then, we're going to go to Fan Hub. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I have a code for you. I have a code that is good for what was initially 10 fans. I can't find out how many are left because it only says 1. However, I'm not sure it's reached 10 people yet. So, the code is going on. Now. So, there is a Fan Hub golden ticket code. GPJ018. Golden ticket code to skip the queue, gain instant access to the Fan Hub app. Good for 10 uses. 10 uses by the looks of things so far. Last time we had a live preview, we had Max and Lucas fighting over one code. Now this code is a little bit more. There's a bit more availability. So download FanHub now. That code should be good for a little bit longer. And I'll tell you if it runs out of uses because I've got it on my version of the FanHub app. And if you join, it means I'll get fan shares. Thank you. I'm only kidding. So join the community of Hull City fans on the app. I can see 134 Hull City fans on FanHub at the moment. So join the people. Join the great community of people on FanHub. And you can read articles and everything on there. You can watch my videos on there. So just get it done. Anyway, away from FanHub, we are going to go. So it's effectively what I think. Opinions. So I want everyone in chat to throw in all of your hot takes, opinions. What was it, Mason? I'll put it back on screen. GPJ018. GPJ018. 10 uses. Get that code used. I'll promote it in the Matchday vlog as well because I know a lot more people will see that than will see this. But, okay, hopefully that's given you a bit of time now, Mason. And then from there, we'll go back to opinions. So, what are all of your Hull City opinions, hot takes, teams you'd play, systems you'd play, players you think deserve a shot? Sling them all in chat now as I start bluffing mine out. It's not surprising to me that when we play with two strikers, we look so much better. You start without a recognised striker on the pitch. There's no surprise that the football's going to be boring. There's no surprise that we're going to struggle getting the ball forward. But you bring Tyler Smith on, okay, little bit better. You bring Tom Eaves on. My God, two strikers, even with 10 men. It's ridiculous, the difference that makes. In terms of Coyle getting suspended, I've got no problem with the red card. 100% yellow cards. When you're on a booking, though, it's an error judgment by Coyle. When you're on a booking, you don't just... If in the situation you're in, you don't just run along with them and then trip them up. Because you're going to get booked for that. And because you're already on a booking, you're going to get sent off. It's just how it works. It's just how it works. I think Eaves deserves a start. But the thing is, when you start Tom Eaves, it's not how to utilise him. it's just not how you work with Tom Eaves. The way that Tom Eaves works, he chases everything down, which is great. However, when it comes to starting, he knackers himself within 60 minutes. So you need to bring him on 70, 75 minutes in, because then he will just use his energy, use all that pressing, and he'll cause problems. Why do you think the 2 championship appearances he's made this season, he's got a goal and an assist? It's because he came on late. Against Swansea, 1920, came on late, caused problems, got the assist. In fact, no, he scored in the last minute because he just could kill himself. Well, not kill himself. He could just run. It's how Tom Eaves works. Same with Monka. Luton fans told us, us City fans, me, when we signed him, that he's an impact player. When you start him, he won't do much. And in most games, he'll play well, but he won't really do anything to note. But you bring him on, he'll be effective. We brought him on against Blackburn. He was absolutely our best player on the pitch. He was only on it for 25 minutes. And then away at Stoke, fair enough, we bring him on, but he's out of position at striker. You can't expect him to do anything there. But then we start him against Blackpool, and he's relatively anonymous all game. Yes, he made the goal, but he didn't really do anything of note, did he? And he didn't even get credited with the assist, although he probably deserves it. So, Monka and Eaves you got to utilise off the bench. Cannon, I thought was all right against Blackpool. However, when I've seen him in previous games, I've not been too impressed with him. Yes, he played against Preston, but he was on the pitch for about 4 minutes. When he played against Wigan, he just ran around kicking people. When he came on against Stoke, he just ran around kicking people. So, is what it is, but I don't think he was too bad against Blackpool. I don't think he was too bad at all. I'm just filling in something on here, which we'll go through in just a second. And then I think we need to change the system. When McCann brought Deshaun Bernard on and played a 3 at the back, even with 10 men, it showed we've got the players to play that. We were playing a 3-4-2, but that would become a 3-5-2, of course, if we were to play that system. What's the word? There we go, with a full team on the pitch. That is the way I would play. Because we've got the players to do it, we'll come to the specifics of that in just a second. But we've got players to play different ways. It's McCann's tactical stubbornness which killed us last time we were in the Championship, because he only changed system after the 8-0 defeat. If it takes an 8-0 defeat to get him to change system, then good God, we've got no hope this season. And in terms of McCann in or out, I said that 3 or 4 points out of these next 2 games, referring to Blackpool and Middlesbrough, and he can stay in the job. That draw did buy him a little bit more time for me, because it gave us the opportunity to still get 4 points. However, if we don't beat Middlesbrough, I've backed him for 10, 11 games this season, but I think it will be time to say goodbye. Sorry, Grant. Just at this club, with these owners, with this lack of funding, he's just not going to be able to kick on. you remember, if you remember correctly, after 26 games with Bowen and Grzycki, we were higher up in the league with Grant McCann than we were with Nigel Adkins. That's some food for thought. However, it's in the games without them that McCann has struggled. And I'm sure Adkins would have struggled as well, but I'm sure it wouldn't have been to the extent of what Grant did. Because our highs with Grant were very, very high. You know, winning League One. We were really good in the first half of the Championship season. We beat Preston 4-0. Just off the top of my head. We were playing good football. It's just without Bowen and Grzycki, we fell apart. But then McCann proved why he deserved that extra time last season by winning the league. This, that, and the other. We played brilliant football. Interesting, the thing that's come out today is, as well as our financial accounts, which I'm not going to get into in this over the last financial year. It's been reported that in the summer, we rejected a bid in the region of around £8 million for an academy product, which probably means it's Keane Lewis Potter or Jacob Greaves. Most likely, with the most respect to Jacob Greaves, Keane Lewis Potter. Which shows taking the loan from the EFL, which has meant, of course, we've had the embargo, but the club said it would mean we could be able to reject bids for star players. We did it. We did that. Yeah, about it, basically, on that. We'll get on to my wanted 11 in a minute. But first, if I can type, I'm trying to search something in. There it is. There we go. Sorted it. So we'll go to... Oh, we've got a comment. Hello, Ralphie. How you doing, my friend? We've just been talking about Grant McCann in your profile picture. Another high of Grant's City. Winning Manager of the Month. Just been talking about him. Anyway, memorable match we'll go for now. We'll get to around the grounds and league table in just a second, but we'll do memorable match and last time out. First, starting off with memorable match. Here we are then. Here we go. In fact, I will just do it. I'll do it like that. So, 3-0 victory at what was then the KC Stadium. Still at that time, of the belief. Yeah, it was still the KC Stadium. I didn't need to Google that to find that out. I knew it, but I just wanted to double check. We beat Middlesbrough 3-0. Diame, Lucas, and Huddleston scored the goals that day. That was our team. So McGregor in goal. The back four was Odabajo, Dawson, Maguire, and Robertson. The midfield four in Bruce's 4-4-1-1 was El Mohammadi, Livermore, Myler, and Clucas. Then the front two were Diame behind Hernandez. The bench was Jakupovic, the keeper, Ryan Taylor, Tom Huddleston, Sean Maloney, Chuba Akpom, who we'll get onto very, very soon, Isaac Hayden, and Greg Lure with Steve Bruce, of course. The manager. Notable players for Middlesbrough: Dan Ayala, not Seb Downing, Stuart Downing, David Nugent, Amora Bieta, that's a name I recognise. Thomas Callas, we were close to signing him one year. Konstantopoulos, who I remember him as a goalkeeper. George Friend on the bench. Ben Gibson, Grant Ledbetter. Jack Stevens, is he now at Southampton? He was the Southampton one. Yes, he was the Southampton one. Wow. And then last time out against Middlesbrough. These guys were the last team that we beat at home in the Championship. 2-1 victory on the 2nd of July 2020. Herbie Kane scored a free kick in the 8th minute as a reply to Britta Sombalonga's penalty opener. And Malik Wilkes scored a 91st minute winner. And that's what I'm on about. That is when we thought we had a chance of staying up. So the team for us that day was George Long in goal. The back four was Matthew Pennington. There's a famous gif of him during that game. Just absolutely fresh air kicking the ball, it going straight under his foot and out of play for a throw-in. Pennington, Burt, Device, the captain, and Callum Elder were the back four. Dan Batty and Herbie Kane were the holding midfield duo. Leo da Silva Lopez wasn't playing cam, but he was slightly more box-to-box than the other two. In fact, no, they've got that wrong. Batty was the holder. Da Silva and Kane were the box-to-boxes. Wilkes was on the right, Scott was on the left, and McGuinness led the line. Our bench, remember there was I think, was it 9 players we were allowed on the bench straight after the lockdown? So it was Ingram, the goalkeeper, Tafazzoli, Stewart, Eves, Toral, McDonald, Honeyman, Lewis Potter, and Samuelson. Yes, it was 9. And Grant McCann, of course, the manager. For Middlesbrough, Jed Spence, name I recognise. Marvin Johnson, we're linked with him basically every summer. George Frendell Fry, Paddy McNair, Johnny House, and George Saville, Coulson. I remember he impressed that day, so did Patrick Roberts, and Assombalonga obviously scored the goal. On the bench, Ryan Shotton's a name I recognise, so is Marcus Tavernier, as well as Adam Clayton. Ashley Fletcher, now of Watford. Revel Morrison, now of Derby. Lucas Metcher, I believe, was at Wolfsburg last year. Lewis Wing, we were linked with in the summer, but he opted to go to Sheffield Wednesday instead. And Neil Warnock, still the gaffer there, under a lot of pressure, as is Grant McCann. All right, then. Take a breath. Take a breath, everyone. Take a breath. But yeah, these guys were the last team we beat at championship level, and the squads are still very, very similar. I personally think we do stand a decent chance this weekend. But now then, the league table. Let's have a look at this, shall we? I'll share this Google tab with you. See, I'm so much more prepared than I was last time. Still quite unprepared, but it's an improvement. So, as you can see there, at the top of the tree, West Brom, Bournemouth, exact same records. West Brom with just a higher goal difference. Fulham 2 points behind those two sides. Then it's Coventry, Stoke, Blackburn. Our next opponent's Huddersfield, who have had a very good start to the season. Can we just say I predicted them to get relegated? Then QPR still doing very well. Luton still in contention. They'll be up there towards the end of the season. Middlesbrough sitting 12th on 12 points. So they're not as struggling as I thought that they were. I will just have a look at their form because, they beat Sheffield United. That's boosted them quite a lot. So they're coming into this game on a high. We feel like we've won, but we actually haven't. Blackpool beat them. They did beat Nottingham Forest, who are also climbing the table a little bit now. As you can see, they're up to 20th. That drops Peterborough into the relegation zone with us and Derby. Derby are on positive points, so they are 5 points behind us now. Bear in mind, they've been deducted 12, and they're only 5 points behind us. That's cool. Barnsley down there. Swansea still down there. Preston, who we battered on the opening day, somehow they've found themselves here. Well, I was going to say decent patch of form. Not really. Better than us, though. Anyway, we're going to go on to now. Love you, Joe. Cheers, Luke. What a guy. What a guy. Oh, Luke, what a man. What a man. This is around the grounds. Matchday 11 we're looking at. So tonight, on the championship, Stoke City face West Bromwich Albion on Love Island at the Bet365 Stadium. Sorry. Then tomorrow, Coventry face Fulham in the early kickoff. All the rest of the games are 3 o'clock kickoffs. Derby plays Swansea at Pride Park. QPR welcome Preston to the Kian Prince Foundation Stadium. Peterborough face Bristol City at home. Luton welcome Huddersfield to Kenilworth Road. We play Middlesbrough. Barnsley face Millwall at Oakwell. Cardiff City welcome Reading to the Welsh capital. Bournemouth take on Sheffield United on the south coast. Blackpool played Blackburn in the battle of the clubs with the prefix black. And then Birmingham face Nottingham Forest. And then there's a gap until after the international break for the next round of fixtures. Hope everyone's taken that in. I forgot to change the little ticker there. Whoops. Right, and so we've done the league table. We've done around the grounds. We've done last time out. We've done memorable match. I think it's time for a little bit of Shed Chats. In case you're wondering, the 2 players I know who are currently active, who have played for both City and Middlesbrough, are Richie Smallwood, and who we're going to look at tonight. Sorry. I need to share the thing with you. Chuba Akpom. I have just brought up his Wikipedia there. So, started his career off at Arsenal, been on various different loans. Brentford, Coventry, Forest, Oz, Brighton, and then St. Truden. But Akpom came on loan to us in the 2015-16 season, was part of our promotion-winning side. In total, 42 appearances, 7 goals in all competitions. 36 of them coming in the league, 1 in the FA Cup, with 4 coming in the League Cup. Not sure what the other is. It says other. Championship playoffs. That'll be it. So, yeah, that's 42 appearances, 3 goals in the league, 3 goals in the FA Cup, 1 goal in what was then, I believe, still Capital One Cup action. I might have been changed. No, it was Capital One. I can tell it's Capital One. So since his loan spell with us, he was sent out on loan to Brighton and St. Truden before leaving Arsenal to go play for PAOK, where, in the Greek Super League, for them 79 appearances, 18 goals before coming back to play for Middlesbrough. For them so far, it's 40 appearances, 5 goals, and he's currently back out on loan to PAOK, the club, back in Thessaloniki, which, did it say I was in Macedonia? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Appearance in Championship playoffs for his time at City. Yeah, so Chuba, we salute you. We salute you. Well, we'll have a look at some comments now. Void Play says, big fan. Still waiting for my next video to edit. I'll have one soon for you. I've got one sort of in the planning stage at the moment, Mason. Which I'm sure you can pull off for me. Do a good job on that one. But then, we're going to go for now how I would play. I'll show you this in a sec. We've discussed this earlier in the stream, but I will just type this out now. So yeah, how I would play. We discussed this earlier in the stream in terms of how we adapted against Blackpool and how I thought it really worked for us. Even though we were a man down, we've got the players to play this way, if you will. I'm sorry if I'm stalling, but this is me just trying to type. There we go. That's done. So, how I would play then with these Hull City side, when everyone is fit, would be a 3-5-2 with Ingram in goal. The three centre-backs would be Deshaun Bernard, Alfie Jones and Jacob Greaves. Right wing-back, Emmanuel. I'll talk through that choice in a second. Left wing-back, Elder. Three centre-mids, Huddleston, Doherty, Honeyman. And then the two strikers, Tyler Smith and Keane, Lewis, Potter. Now, I'm just going to take that off for a second while I make a few slight little tweaks. So we'll go. Hold on just a second. Bear with me. So that's 3, 4, 5. Oh, hold on. Ooh. I can't see what I'm doing. Sorry if this is really boring to watch. There we go. So I've now added my bench onto there. I'll explain the Emmanuel choice now. Now, I think Emmanuel is better going forward than Coyle is. And that is why, if we're playing a 3 at the back system with wing backs, I think Emmanuel is perfect for that. Now, you can't fault Louis Coyle. You cannot fault Louis Coyle for his work rate and his effort. He gives 110% every single time he is playing for Hull City. But Emmanuel just suits this system better, in my opinion. Centre-mids when everyone's fit, Huddleston, Doherty, Honeyman. Obvious 3 for me. It's harsh to omit Monka, Matt Smith, Andy Cannon in there as well, Smallwood. And I've noticed I've forgotten to put Smallwood on the bench. But it's because we've got quality. And I've also missed Longman off, but I want to accommodate various other people who I think could be better than him. But yeah, so KLP I think should be played up top anyway. Cutting in with both Wilkes and Lewis Potter, it doesn't work because they know that's exactly what they're going to do every single time. So that's why all of the bodies are in the middle. So I think Smith and Lewis Potter could work. Smith and Eves could work. Smith and McGuinness could work. Smith and Wilkes could work. Smith and Longman could work. Playing Monka as a cam with Smith up top on his own could work. There's different ways we can go about this. And that's what I like. Whereas McCann's 4-3-3 is very, very sort of one-dimensional, if you understand what I mean. Hopefully play a 4-4-2, Eves and Smith up top. Now, that's what I hope we do. I doubt McCann will do it. But yeah, then the bench, I've gone for Baxter, Coyle, Wilkes, Eves, Monka, Matt Smith and McGuinness. As I say, it's harsh to omit Smallwood. He's the captain. It's harsh to omit Cannon and Longman and Randall Williams and Sean McLaughlin. And we've not got a centre-back on there. But when you think Coyle can slot in, do the role Emmanuel does. We can bring Coyle on if Elder gets injured, swap the two. Wilkes can come in up top, or if we want to switch to wing play, he comes on. Eves and McGuinness, we can swap the front two out and bring them on. Monka and Smith, Monka can fill the role of a Honeyman, creating stuff. Smith can fill the role of a Doherty, box to box. Only player we've not got someone who can fill the role of on there is Huddleston. But I'm pretty sure that everyone, Smith could do that job just as fine. I would just like to stress this team is when everyone is fit. Monker and Doherty in the middle, or Huddleston. Honeyman is injured. I'm assuming you missed team news earlier a little bit then, mate. Honeyman, Huddleston, McGuinness, Williams will be out until after the international break. All four of them probably back for Huddersfield. Coyle serving a 1-match ban. But yeah, that's the system I would play. And then in terms of McCann, well, the predicted 11 I think McCann will play. For the game tomorrow. CMs, I think we'll have those guys again. We'll have right wing Wilkes. I'm sorry this is boring to watch, but I didn't prepare this before. That is how I think McCann will play. So in goal will be Ingram. The back four will be Emmanuel at right back. The two centre back will be Jones, Greaves, and then the left back will be Callum Elder. The centre mids will be Cannon, will be Monker, will be Doherty. On the right will be Wilkes. On the left will be Lewis Potter. Up top will be Eves. In terms of who takes the captain's armband, I think it'll go to either Callum Elder or Jacob Greaves in the absence of Smallwood and of Coyle. However, I think if it's also a possibility that because we haven't got Coyle on the pitch as the vice captain, Smallwood could start in place of either Cannon or of Monker. More likely, Andy Cannon. My predicted score, I've just chucked my TV remote off my desk. I'm actually fairly confident, but also not very confident at all. My heart is telling me this game's winnable. My head is telling me another draw. So I think it's either going to be a 2-1 win or a 1-1 draw. That's it. So thanks for watching the live preview, everyone. As I said, this will happen every single time. I think this will happen every single time. I don't have time to make a full preview video. My mock exams are all sort of November, so expect live previews for about a week or so in November. Let me check. So I'd probably say expect live previews from West Brom, the first game of November, through to, well, the last live preview will probably be Cardiff on the 24th of November. So you can expect 1, 2, 3, 4 live previews, maybe 5, because I might have to do the Coventry one at the end of October for that. So expect more live previews as my mocks come up, and then heading on into next year. There's other mocks in February, around more the same sort of day number, if you get what I mean. So February we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. I'd expect probably 5 live previews in February, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Thanks for watching this one, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. If you have, please do drop a like on the stream. Subscribe if you're new, and use that FanHub code. I'll leave you with that FanHub code. So if you want to download FanHub, please do. Please do. I can't recommend it highly enough. It's a brilliant, brilliant app. I use it myself. Forgot to check in the other night, didn't I? Idiot. Anyway, cheers for watching, everyone. I'll see you later. Goodbye.